Hey guys, good morning. So, it's where I get my morning coffee. Wow, it's 4 a.m. I want to clear something up. I'm at 25 rings. Uh, what is it? Bluetooth 1000 told me that the one ring that I got was an ear gauge. So that big ring was an ear gauge. So I thought it looked kind of funny. It was a little rolled. It kind of looks like it was rolled for somebody's ear, I guess, to receive or go inside somebody's hole in their ear. So that's crazy to think that somebody puts that big thing in their ear. But I'm heading back out to the same beach that I was at yesterday. Uh, it's probably going to still be open. I'm getting there about a half hour earlier today, and it'll be about an hour earlier on the tide. So I'll see you guys when I get there, and possibly I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get something good here in the next few days. So, see ya. All right, guys, a new way I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you the signal, and then I'm going to show you the reveal. All right, I'm not sure I talked about this yesterday with you. You see all that? That's actually a sinker out of the hole, guys. Right? It's a good 4-ounce sinker. But I just came to a spot with a bunch of spots that I marked. So I'll come back to them, right? I'll come back to them at a different time during the day so we can talk about them. I think I found a sinker patch. Now that top brass loop or whatever that loop's made out of is making all that sound. Right? Or you're getting the 20s coming from the brass, and then the sinker's making all that grunting. So we need to talk about sinkers and what you're passing up and all the signals you might be hearing. So if you come to these signals that you're passing up, you might have to slow down and find the gold among the sinkers. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Figured you better come along for this one. Sorry about my camera skills at night. Here's a good one. It's right down by the water. It's right on the water's edge. Man, I gotta get a freaking headlamp. Guys, oh, please let that be platinum. Please let that be white gold. Ah! I'm gonna put the thing back in my mouth, my flashlight back in my mouth so you can see that. Hang on. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. All right, well, I got a banging, it's like a banging 18, 19, 17, 18, 19. I heard like a little grunt in there. Penny. Grunting at me. That's something else. 2 signals. Sounds like 2 signals, guys. Like I'm hearing grunting and like a 16, 17, 18 or something. I hate these string pointers. Oh, I see gold. Oh my God. Guys, tell me that's oh, it's a ring. That's back-to-back rings. I haven't gone 6 feet. Oh my God. That's gotta be gold. Look at that color. Super small. I can't even put it on this tip of my... Oh my God. It's heavy. It's gotta be gold. Oh my God. That's 2 rings. I haven't gone like 6 feet from that other ring yet. I told you I found that spot with a whole bunch of heavies and we'd come back and look at the sinker spot. I found the sinker spot. I turned my recovery speed from 4 because you do lose depth with recovery speed. I turned it from 4 to 6 and I found that ring right on the water right away. I went like 6 feet, circled around, and I just, OMG. I have to say it, guys. What? Wow, I haven't said that this morning yet. With the other ring, I've been trying to cut back because it kind of sounds stupid when I say it every 2 seconds because it sounds like I'm always on something. But did you guys just see that? It's like 10 minutes later. I'm like 6 feet from the last ring. And I just found what looks like a gold ring. I wonder if I can see any markings. What the other one be? Oh my goodness. I don't even care. Check that out, guys. Another gorgeous morning. That's John's Pass. I'm on Madeira Beach. So guys, I want to point something out. This is the most banging 16, 15, and it started as this 11, 12, 13, and then it became this banging 16, and I can't catch up to it. The quicksand, this is what happens when it's either a sinker or a gold ring. And I was leaning more towards the gold ring, that's why I just went so deep, but the sides cave in so fast that it keeps burying itself in. This is, you're gonna have to leave gold signals that are gonna make you cry. I mean cry. Look at that T-Rex, it's just abused. Sad, sad. But look at the warning already. What a gorgeous warning, huh? So now here's what I want to point out. It's a 13, I just saw a hint of 14. Oh no, it's more towards 13 solid. There was that melee of trying to catch up to that ring. So imagine that right there, from there, that line is that slush that once you get past a certain point, you're not going to be able to catch a gold ring. So the further you come down towards the water, the odds of you being able to catch up to a gold ring that's buried is so slim. You can kind of see this mound of sand. This yesterday was that slough. So now the bar that this water came over to create the slough is gone, and it filled in the slough. So now that's just all quicksand. Now I do have this 13. I'm leaning towards pull tab because it sounds like it's right on the top. But this will be the signal whether you need to move away from here or not. For sure. Like, I'll take one off it. I'm pretty sure it's in that one. So it sounded like it was on the top. So it's a floatable. It's a floatable. And it's not going to be an area you want to hunt because anything heavy will be buried. Anything heavy will be buried. See, it's a floatable. Anything heavy is going to be down too far for you to be able to catch up to. So you should just leave this area. Now, I was at an area back there where I found the 2 rings that you can catch up to the target. There is a spot right just past my finger, right there on the corner, that looks like it's a dip out corner. Maybe the sand's gone out enough from that where you can still hunt that corner, but what I'm going to do is just abandon this right here and then head back to the corner over here. Hey guys, so I'm swerving. There was the spot where I told you get away from that quicksand. I came back. I think that's where the gold melee was. Either that or it's this next spot down. But what I did want to point out is the color of the sand. This is the part of the reed in the beach. So the humps are still there, but they look like they've been, like, you know, taken off a little bit. But look at this color here. Can you see this black sand here in front of me? Right? And then can you see the shells? So what that is the waves came in and washed out a layer to make this almost a depression all the way down. So it's like, there's the hump, and then it's flat back to huntable, this whole area. And I think maybe it's that, see where the seagull is? So from the seagull, I think that's where I found the rings. I came up on the beach a couple different times to signify that I found a lot of iron, a lot of grunts. So on my way back after the tide comes in, I'm going to be able to recognize a couple spots that I want to hunt down closer to the water because I found a whole bunch of heavies or negatives, iron signals that I didn't dig, and then I wanted to dig maybe in the daylight. There's some grunts in there, so leaning towards pull tab, but nickels sound funny in here. And it's probably in that first scoop. Means it's a floater. And it never moved, which means it's most likely a blue tab or a nickel. Sweet. All right, so I floated out to where I told you guys to stay away from. Got a really good banging 16. Kicked it around. Now it's a solid 19 out of the hole. And this is back towards where I told you guys these sinkers were. I mean, I'm getting these 3 and 4 ounce sinkers. They're perfect weight, or 2. Look, that's a nice solid 2. But that hole, look at that hole. Look at that freaking mess. If I had the camera in my hand, I would never have caught up to that sinker. And if it's a gold ring, guys, you aren't catching up to those if you're holding the camera for sure. But you gotta, what you do is you dig, drop it, dig, drop it, dig, drop it. Make sure you at least have 3 or 4 good quick chops out of a hole like that before you even recheck the hole, because when you recheck the hole, it reburies in faster than, so just, put 3, 4 good scoops out onto the ground before you do anything. And I had 3 out and I missed it. So the 4th one over here, I found it. That's just a recommendation is what I'm getting at, but this right here, this is all you can see where I was. The tide's gone out this much further and all the targets were up there, guys. The gold rings are all up there. That's the hump that I told you it gets caught at before the slough. So now I'm in the slough, and the slough's buried by, a foot of sand, not quite a foot of sand. But the better targets are out here. And I told you that yesterday. The better targets are in the slough, but you can cover so much more when it's dry. And then, obviously, I found 2 rings outside of the slough this morning, so what do you want to consider better targets? The heavy sinkers that might have made it out here or haven't come back in far enough? That was insane. That was an 8. Grunt, grunt, 8, grunt. I don't know, I kind of got some signal out of it to make me want to dig it. I dug what I just got done telling you. I'm so close to this area where it's just quicksand. Look, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 scoops out of that, and it's already filled back in, right? So I took 3 out, and it was still in there. Curious, couldn't hear anything, put it out, and listen. It's got to be a dime. But it's the craziest thing. Because it was like an 8. I mean, it's just weird. All right, I'll dig it with a freaking pin. Talking for 10 minutes and not even having it recording again there. Jeez Louise, that was a dime anyway, guys, out of all that. Guys, you couldn't surgically or mechanically sharpen something sharper than that. Can you see that point on that? I mean, that goes in your foot, 3/4 of an inch, and you don't see it. You just feel this prick and you're like, oh man, that hurts. Man, it's still hurting. Let me go to the doctor because I need a tetanus shot. Look at the shard of tetanus. And that's what I call those things that I removed. A shard of tetanus that I'm taking off the beach. Just to show you guys, before that just collapsed a little bit. You can see how fast it collapses in. Look at it. Bunch. I mean, that was 2 feet deep easy, and I got it out. It's all negative for the most part. No, it is negative for the most part. And it's a screw, right? So it gave me some chirps that made me investigate. And this is the stuff I tell you that I dig, that you guys don't get to see because I edit it all out, right? Somebody said, hey, dig those. And I do dig those, but my videos are already 30 minutes long. Imagine if I put in some of the stuff that I'm digging just to investigate. So this is as dense or heavy as a ring. So if you're in an area that's grunting at you, you need to dig those things up, guys, to see what it is. Is it dense enough or is it a bobby pin? So check it out. Make sure you.
Pirate's treasure chest.
Uh-oh.
Of doubloons.
Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. I'll be back. So listen. Watch the display. It's all like. But it was so hot. It was so hot of a signal that I had to dig it. And it looks like it is a ring. I'm thinking it's a ring of some sort. And it's just so corroded that it has such a negative signal about it. We'll have to see. If I pick at it, I'm sure I'm going to break it. So see if I can soak it and maybe get some stuff off it and see what kind of ring it is before I start picking at it. But man, maybe ring number 3 for the day? Possibly. Where I found the 2 rings this morning, right here. And you can see what's happening at your feet. Like when you're reading the beach, it's steep. Watch me walk up this hill. So it's like steeper than any other spot on the beach. So this is a corner. And right at the bottom of this corner is a low spot where everything must have just washed right here. So there was the gold ring, and there was the other silver ring, or whatever the silver colored ring. So there were only, like I said, I had only gone a few feet at the time. So you want to focus. And why I did these little up and down is because I left like notches. You see these notches out of the sand? See that notch? That's something I wanted to investigate. Another notch up there, look. Something I wanted to investigate when I came back. So it's just a signal to myself after the tide starts coming in. Do what you want to do at the low tide, and then you've got this for another couple hours. You can hunt up above the low tide. So, and you'll see these little marks that when I come up out, this was me when I found the ring. I started doing these up and downs right here. So it's a signal to myself when I come back down off the beach where to look and where I want to focus a little bit more time. Guys, when you think you're the biggest fish in the ocean, you may not be. Somebody may come cut your head right off. Hey guys, Madeira Beach wrap up. Tim making a debut. Not a debut, he's been in the video before, haven't you, buddy? Hi, what's going on, buddy? Okay, so yeah, once you find the heavies, stay at the heavies and you find the gold. 3.5 grams, 10 carat, just a gorgeous ring. Steel. That's it. Quick wrap up. Thank you for watching. Love you.